Welcome back to USA News Hub. Chaos on court. Boos from the crowd. A furious opponent, and one of the calmest reactions tennis has ever seen. 5 minutes of pure tension turned into a masterclass in composure, as Alexandra Eala, the 20-year-old Filipina tennis star, proved that real champions don't just win points, they win hearts. It happened just minutes ago, a scene that left the Hong Kong Open crowd in complete disbelief. During a 10-second set, Alexandra Eala stopped play mid-rally, claiming her opponent, Claire Liu, had touched the net before hitting the ball, an act that would normally result in losing the point. But the referee didn't see it that way. The call: no violation. Play continues. What followed was 5 minutes of pure chaos, anger, boos, disbelief, and finally, one of the most graceful displays of sportsmanship the tournament has ever seen. The moment began innocently enough. A long rally, tension building with every shot. Then, a sudden stop. Eala raised her hand and walked toward the chair umpire, pointing gently toward the net. She claimed that Claire Liu had brushed the net with her arm while making a volley. The cameras zoomed in. The crowd murmured. Even the commentators fell silent. "That's a clear violation," one fan shouted from the stands. "Check the replay." But after a brief discussion and no available video review, the referee stood firm. "There is no rule violation," he announced. Gasps filled the arena. And that's when everything changed. Claire Liu, visibly frustrated, slammed her racket to the court. The sound echoed sharply through the indoor arena, sparking loud boos from the crowd. Some fans demanded a code violation for unsportsmanlike conduct. Others shouted for fairness. The tension was electric, like a storm about to break. Eala, however, didn't join in the argument. She stood still near the baseline, eyes calm, hands behind her back, quietly waiting for the noise to fade. When the referee tried to restore order, Liu marched toward the chair, demanding that Eala be disqualified for stopping play midpoint. For a full 5 minutes, chaos reigned. The players, the crowd, even the officials seemed caught in disbelief. Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. The referee took the microphone, his voice echoing through the arena. "There is no rule violation. The point stands. Play will continue." The crowd erupted, cheers from some, jeers from others. Liu shook her head in anger, muttering under her breath. But Eala? She just nodded. No eye roll. No complaint. No sarcasm. She quietly walked back to the baseline, adjusted her ponytail, and prepared to serve. That image, calm amidst chaos, instantly became the turning point of the match. From that moment on, something changed. Eala's focus sharpened. Her movements grew lighter, her shots more precise. Every rally became a statement that grace is stronger than anger, that class outlasts chaos. Within minutes, she broke Liu's serve and surged ahead. The crowd, once divided, began to swing in her favor. Cheers of "Let's go, Alex!" filled the air. And when she finally closed out the match, Eala didn't celebrate wildly. She simply walked to the net, extended her hand, and smiled politely. First, Liu hesitated. Then, perhaps realizing the moment's weight, she shook Eala's hand, her expression tense but respectful. Minutes later, in the press area, both players shared their thoughts. Claire Liu admitted, "I still don't agree with what happened, but I respect how she handled it. She didn't yell or fight. She just played." Eala's response? Calm as ever. "We all make mistakes, players, umpires, even fans," she said softly. "What matters most is how we respond to them. I just wanted to keep playing the game I love." That answer drew applause from reporters and quickly went viral online. Clips of her composure were shared across social media with captions like "Class Act," "True Sportsmanship," and "The Future of Tennis." For Eala, this wasn't just about a single point or one match. T was a lesson in composure, character, and maturity. T, just 20 years old, the Filipina has become one of the most respected young stars on the WTA Tour, not just for her skills, but for her spirit. This moment proved what fans already knew. Alexandra Eala doesn't need drama to shine. She lets her calmness do the talking. Even as emotions flared, she represented her country and herself with the kind of dignity that transcends sport. One commentator summed it up perfectly. Eala didn't just win the match, she won the moment. And she did it with dignity. When the dust settled, Alexandra Eala walked off the court the same way she started, composed, confident, and smiling. She showed the world that real power doesn't come from shouting, it comes from staying calm when everything around you is chaos. And tennis, as in life, champions are remembered not just for their wins, but for their grace under pressure. And tonight, Alexandra Eala reminded us all, she's already a champion, no matter the scoreboard. That's all for today's update on USA News Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest sports news and highlights from around the world.